Hey guys, how is it going? It's 8-Bit Eric, and we got an interesting development. So, WWE 2K22 came out not too long ago, a couple months ago, the latest game in a history of WWE games. But there's one thing that they just announced recently that they have not done before in the grander scheme of wrestling games featuring the WWE IP. WWE Stephanie McMahon announced in a fiscal earnings call just recently that they are going to be making a new game in development that is going to be a pro wrestling RPG. Now, just recently, WrestleQuest was announced by Mega Cat Studios. It's going to be an indie game. It looks really cool. Has like a lot of different callbacks and legends and other characters on it. But this was sneakily done by WWE. It was almost kind of like a low-key announcement that they kind of just lit in on there. So, pretty interested. I mean, WB 2K22 and some of the other 2K games kind of have light RPG elements, especially with the My Career modes and things like that, where you create your character and you choose different paths and interactions like that, and what brand you want to be on. But there's never really been a full-fledged RPG wrestling game out there that is fleshed up from the ground up. And you got to think, with the history of WWE, there's a lot that they could do here. I mean, even essentially just focusing on the 80s, maybe even the Attitude Era, it's a lot of excitement. Could you imagine playing an RPG game where you're Stone Cold Steve Austin and you're, going against Vince McMahon at the height of the McMahon Stone Cold Steve Austin rivalry? I think that would be pretty cool. Or even, the rise of Hulkamania. I mean, there's a potential here, especially with all the different characters, trademarks, and IPs that WWE has had over the last several decades. So this is coming to fruition. So this was the latest fiscal reporting call. Stephanie McMahon, who's the CBO, she said that a WWE RPG is in development. And there was no other further details provided. There was no, announcement of who's developing it. Just that WB recently finalized a deal to have the game developed. So this doesn't mean that 2K is making it. It doesn't confirm it. So who knows? It would be interesting to see who they're going to have with it. Please, for the love of God, don't be EA. EA, stay away from this. So I don't know. At the time when she announced it, they were previously talking about, according to this article that I'm reading, which is on GameRant.com, I'll link it down below. It says at the time she announced this RPG product, she'd previously been talking about the successes that WB had with its mobile games market. So they had, I believe, Champions and Supercard are like two of the big mobile games that they have. And I believe Supercard is a match 3 puzzle game, or one of them is a match 3 puzzle game, and then another one's kind of like with like trading cards and stuff like that. So I don't know if this RPG game is going to be on consoles. Again, outside of her saying there's going to be an RPG game made, she didn't announce details of what platform or who's developing it. For the love of God, WB, please don't make this a mobile game. For the love of God. I'm leaning towards it probably being a mobile game because 2K is their console series, which is a freaking shame considering the possibilities that there could be with a big, huge console RPG game with pro wrestling on it. I mean, look at the excitement behind WrestleQuest that's currently going on. I don't know. I think if it was done right, if it was a legitimate AAA wrestling game with an open world type of vibe, maybe, or like a path that you can go and travel. Like, wouldn't it be kind of cool if you had to go like travel between towns and you could stop like at gas stations and waffle houses and interact, and maybe like your rival will like attack you at your hotel or something like that, and then when you're at the arena you can choose to go to your dressing room or the catering or go do a promo, and there's like all sorts of like open world aspects to it. Like, just think outside the box how many different possibilities you can do with that. So I don't know. I think there definitely is decades of stuff that we can put onto this. Maybe even original stuff. Who knows? The fact that they kind of said the RPG game and they had it alongside the mobile stuff, though, leads me to believe that it's going to be a mobile game. And if you think about it, if you think about how the gaming industry has gone with its microtransactions, especially even WB 2K22. My God, Was there a lot of microtransactions with buying the packs and stuff? And that's how most of the 2K games are, with like NBA 2K, even Madden 22 had it, FIFA 22. You're getting all these sports games with all these, you know, microtransactions in them and stuff, and DLCs. And honestly, it makes me think a little bit more that it makes sense that this WWE RPG game is going to be a mobile game. Unfortunately, it makes a lot of sense that that's what it's going to be, which is a shame. But of course, business and money talks, and bullshit walks. So WB is going to look for the biggest bottom dollar. If there's more casual gamers out there that are already playing their established mobile games, making a third one is going to be just another revenue stream on top of that. I don't know exactly how much money Champions or Supercard makes on mobile, but I would assume a lot. I always hear about Champions, not so much Supercard. 2K, I guess they have the stranglehold on the consoles, so I'm thinking and I'm predicting, I'm leaning towards it, that this is going to be a mobile game, and I know that's going to leave a lot of us out there that are excited about a brand new WB game coming out with a bad taste in their mouths. I can already see you guys in the comments. I would definitely love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section, because this is, you know, it's a very interesting development that they just mentioned it, but in the bigger scheme, the bigger picture of things, yeah, they're definitely going to go the route of a mobile game. Now, I did mention WrestleQuest real quick, and I feel that I would not do that game any justice by not showing the trailer. So let's go ahead. We're going to actually pull that sucker up right here in a minute, and you guys are going to see the full-fledged RPG that is coming. It was announced about a month ago, actually, a month or two ago. I'm going to pull the trailer up over here on IGN, and yeah, you see there's going to be some familiar faces with it, so take a look at this. Not Cat Studios. Let's go ahead and put this sucker full screen right there. Muchacho Man Santos. I mean, take a look at this. Who wouldn't like 16-bit graphics, old school retro style, adventuring, a big open world, references to like Macho Man, Andre the Giant, and several others, Jake the Snake. I mean, they got the IPs there. 3 of the top legends of all time. New members. I mean, this right here looks like it's going to be awesome. And this is just an indie game. It's coming to console. Take a look at that. Burrito Body Slam. You can see all the different techniques. It's turn-based. I mean, good God. I can't wait for that to come out. That's going to be utterly epic. Look at all the different attacks. Look at the different gameplay mechanics. Look at the characters, the personalities that are on there. I mean, RPG genre could be made into anything, guys. And for the thought of pro wrestling to be made into an RPG, that's exciting. And if WWE takes full advantage of it with their decades of writing underneath them already, just transfer it over into an RPG format, they could definitely make some headway. But unfortunately, I think it is going to be just mobile. So let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.